Doing good for more than her community, Idahoan Peyton McGriff has been named this year's CNN Hero. Peyton is recognized for her incredible work with the organization SHE. Through SHE, Peyton is transforming the lives of children in Africa by providing essential school uniforms, breaking down barriers to education, and empowering young minds. Peyton joins us right now to share more about her inspiring journey and the impact that she's making. Hello, Peyton. So good of you to join us.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
All right, so tell us about SHE, and it's an acronym that stands for something. So explain that, and then obviously I want to know, how in the world did this all begin?
Yes, so SHE stands for Style Her Empowered. It actually started as a class project of mine when I was finishing up my undergrad at the University of Idaho, and I was studying the barriers to education for girls around the world. And it just so happens that a required school uniform is often the most expensive financial barrier to education, but providing school uniforms can be one of the most cost-effective ways to keep girls in school. And so I started this class project based around that concept. Happened to meet a professor who's from Togo, Africa originally. He invited me to his hometown to see if it would be a good fit. And it all just kind of evolved very quickly from there.
Oh my goodness, I love that. That's absolutely fantastic. So this came from an educational experience of your own, and then you're using it to impact education basically on the other side of the world. So when you started this though, what was some of the most significant challenges that you actually faced, and explain how you were able to overcome them?
Yeah, so we provide education for girls in rural Togo. It's an area where girls spend on average just 2 to 3 years in school. 70% of the population lives below the international income poverty line. So there are a whole host of barriers and challenges that our girls are facing on a daily basis. And so one of the challenges that we saw very early was that we really need to have a holistic approach to supporting girls through their education. So today, when a girl receives a sponsorship from SHE, she not only receives a new school uniform, but she also receives a full tuition scholarship, reusable menstrual kit, school supplies, and then year-round support from our local teachers. And then in addition to that, we employ local women who are seamstresses to make the school uniforms we provide for our students. So we really started to understand that the challenges are so nuanced and interconnected that we really had to have a much more holistic approach in building our program.
That is so wise and just insightful to recognize the key points that you have to influence to make sure that not only are you helping somebody in just that moment, but also that it's sustainable, right? And that this is something that can continue to help for, you know, years, hopefully decades to come, giving those tools and those resources. Because of that and the profound impact and the way that you've been able to structure this, you've actually been named this year's CNN's Hero. Tell us about that. How did you find out? What did it mean to you?
It's obviously such an incredible honor. I mean, some of the heroes that have been recognized before me are, doing incredible work around the world. It was such an intense vetting process, and so I was not sure if I would make the list this year. But when I found out, it was, just a really special moment to reflect on how far we've come over the last 7 years, and then realize just how many doors of opportunity can open for our organization as a result of this. So we're all celebrating together as a team. It's been a really special time for us.
Yes, and then what are your future goals now? You know, you've won this award, you've obviously made a great impact. What's next?
Yes, so we have currently 1,500 girls in our program. This year, we're adding an
Wow.
additional 500 students, so that's our most immediate goal. But we've always aspired to build a model that we could replicate and sustain in communities around the world. So we're really hopeful that and excited. We're really growing into a phase of growth and expansion for our organization. So that's what's next for us.
That is wonderful that you're expanding your impact. This is great. Okay, so how can people watching get involved in this?
Yes, there's a few ways you can help support us. You can go watch the CNN Heroes story, learn more about the work that we're doing this year. To provide a sponsorship for a girl in our program is just $50 for a full year. So if people would like to help contribute directly to the education of the girls in our program, that's an incredible way to support.
Wonderful. Peyton, again, congratulations on being nominated and winning the award of CNN Hero. But truly, a heartfelt thank you for all the efforts that you're doing, that you've already done and that you're going to continue to do. I certainly hope our viewers decide to get involved and help you continue to spread this really positive mission. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, everyone, stick around. More to come here on Idaho Today right after the break.